Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a see a team looking for its first win, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Ship. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. DB's right up on the receivers. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Gauze. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you think. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It'll be 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The short hands, it's Harbor. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw again. Quickly complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
looking to throw. It's Sellers. Under fire. Escapes the sack. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Wants to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they'll even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. The offense changing the play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Lopez to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
A really nice job. Linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover two look. So there's two safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Lopez wants to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Ship. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
Well, part of making the running back screen work is you really have to sell it, and you got to let that pass rush get upfield and throw it at the last possible second. And Pollock, man, he got lit up on that.
He did. Great toughness, but, man, there's nothing worse than being a defensive lineman. You think you...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Lopez to pass. Fires to the right. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, you make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short game there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
And this offense has finally put a good drive together. A really good opportunity here. Got to be smart with the football. Don't get too aggressive. Got to get points. But a chance to tie this up going into the half. And considering this offense hasn't played great, that would be a big win.
And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Ship. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Grabbed in the middle, it's Blue. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And it's caught inside the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Got a man. It's Harbor. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Gamecocks will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Crosses the 40. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And I tell you what, I know it's little, when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them. But, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.